Welcome to FemTall. I'm Ruth Devereaux, and replacing Madison Bellissimo today is a woman I've known my entire life because she gave birth to me. Her name is Shineja, or Aecha Shin, or Aecha Devereaux. She has all three. But in honor of Mother's Day week, we are celebrating our moms in the best way we know how. We were bringing them on our podcast. So this is going to be a two-parter, starting with myself and my mom, and then we'll meet Madison and her mom. And we have a list of questions we want to ask you guys. And I'm sure they'll be different for both of them, but we're going to get to know them and really get to delve into who our moms are as people, not just moms.
Nice.
How does that sound?
Sounds beautiful.
How do you feel being on the podcast?
You know what? I've never done this.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys guide me the way that I can answer the question.
Yeah. I think you're going to do great. You're going to do perfectly. That was a perfect answer. Yes. So do you want to talk a little bit about yourself, or do you want to just dive into the questions?
Diving into the question.
Let's go.
Right ahead.
Let's go. No warming up here. She's a professional. So just to start it off about me, what's your happiest memory with your kids, namely me?
Mainly you. You actually is a beautiful child.
I was not. I was so fat.
No.
I was 3 weeks late and 10 pounds. I had a 2-year-old sister and a 4-year-old sister, and I was bigger than both of them as a newborn.
Her face. But she was a beautiful child. Just born, you cannot determine what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Okay. True story.
Yes, beautiful. Gorgeous. Yes. And you know, every child is different, especially you is very happy, easygoing, always happy. Long as mom is around, she's happy as can be.
Nothing's changed. So what's your favorite memory of your kids?
My kids, I think the favorite memory is back when you guys were young.
Mm-hmm.
I miss most of that time. Because your husband also trying to take care of kids, it's not easy task.
Yeah.
I mean, mothers go through so much, but nobody much give a credit to. But that time, I always look back. I think that was the happiest moment in my life.
What age? Which child?
Oh, love you.
Okay. Political answer, it's fine. What was the first year of motherhood like for you?
Oh, first child was very difficult because you don't have any experience. And also you learn as you go. It doesn't have any manuals come with it. So all parents make mistakes, right? Nobody's perfect. And you're trying the best you can. Yeah. Especially first child. Yeah. You just really tough. And for me, I didn't speak English. I didn't used to American culture. So it was very hard. Yeah, I can't really speak to anybody. I cannot express my feelings.
So was it mainly like feeling like alone during that time period?
Very lonely and some cases I think is because you have a baby, you don't have any family members around you. Mm-hmm. So I would say in some cases, I think it's depression sets in as well.
Yeah, of course. I think that's super understandable. I think that's super relatable too, even for people that are from America, but like they go into that time period where they feel constrained by the tiredness and like just the change in life, and then just feeling like they're like alone on this island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I even asked you, I think the other day, I said, who helped you after? Because I'm having friends have kids, and like I want to help them, and we even took food to one of my friends that just had a baby recently, and I asked you like who took care of you afterwards, and you're like nobody. Yeah, and that had to be so tough.
It is not easy, but knowing that you'll become a mom, you have a purpose, and also so beautiful. Actually, this child is mine. Yeah. And so loved. I think that's bond with the child and mother is nobody can break that. True love is right there. Yeah. Nobody can take it away. Honestly. Yeah. I love my kids so much.
Yeah, which one?
I would do anything. Ruthie have to put that.
This is called youngest kid syndrome. What's the nicest thing us kids or I have ever done for you?
You always been very thoughtful. You're always trying to help me, and you're always trying to. When last week I just came in, she took me to facial, and I was like, Ruth, I don't want you to spend money, and I want you to just. I'm just happy being here. And she said, oh no, Mom, I want to do something for you. And there's so many times that you've done that, many occasions like that. So I really appreciate that.
Well, you deserve it.
Oh, I don't know.
You take care of everybody. And look at her skin. Look, it's glowing.
Yeah,
it's glowing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we were driving home and she just kept looking at herself in the mirror. She's like, "Oh, it looks good." And then Adam went and got a facial the next day. What do you wish for or want most for your kids?
I want my kids to be very successful, live a happy life. My most happiest time is my kids happy. Yeah. If my kids go through hardship or hard challenges, I feel like I wish I can go through for them. That was the hardest when my kids were young and teenagers. And I always said that. I wish I can carry your pain for you instead than you feel that pain. But I can't. So please, just push through each and every day. It's going to be better.
Yeah. My mom seems very soft-spoken and meek, but mess with one of her kids and you will see a different side come out of her. When I was in school, like there were different times where either I was like bullied or somebody said something to me or a teacher was mean to me. My mom would go guns a-blazing and kick anybody in the way.
Oh, yeah. When she was in high school. And teacher was really mean to her. And I was upset. I went to school. I let him have it.
Yeah. Straight to his face. Like not even like there was no proxy. She went to that teacher and he was so nice to me afterwards.
I was like, she feels that you outcast her. If she feels that you doing these things, not just because, I don't know, you're thinking or not thinking or just you just did it. But I say, if she feels that way, you need to watch what do you do in front of her or to her. And since then, she said, was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he wouldn't even let me go to the bathroom. Like he would like tell me like I wasn't allowed to. He was really mean. And then after Mama Bear came in, he was like a puppy. I was like, this is great. Mom, this person's mean to me too. You come deal with it.
I said, nobody can treat kids that way. It doesn't matter what color they are.
Yeah.
And I say it's unacceptable. He said, I'm sorry, I will do better. That's okay. Thank you so much. But I always start with, I know it's teenagers a challenge. I start with that. But then I said, no, I cannot accept that, how you treat her. Since then, it was really nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about being a mom, and what's your favorite thing about yourself outside of motherhood?
What is the favorite thing about mom?
Yeah.
It's a so pride and joy that you see kids growing, and they have their own individual characters, and also personality, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, I saw every time you guys step up, success, all of that, just joy. Long as my kids do well, I think I'll be okay with that. That's so bring me no joy to the end.
Yeah.
So happy to see. And as a mom, always you want your kids to be best.
Yeah.
And not always to be best.
No.
Thank you. But always you want them to be the best, right? So when you see their progress, getting their work so hard, I see Ruth yesterday telling people what to do, what goes, what. I said, that girl, wow. I even said that. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And I see my 3 daughters and 2 grandchildren are so going towards grow up so fast, and they own way, very successful life. They gear towards that. And I thought, wow, I am so pleased and I'm so happy with that. And that's I always hopes and dreams, and my kids do well in life.
Oh. What about yourself, Mommy?
Myself, I'm happy because of you guys all grown up. I don't have to worry
No,
about anything.
Separate. She's about to retire.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's going to be traveling Europe. I just found out. Apparently, she's going and traveling the world.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go Korea first.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go England.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go Australia.
Yep.
And I'm going to go New Zealand.
Yes.
So I'm going to travel different places and going to see the world and see what's everywhere is beautiful places. And I want to see different parts.
My mom's always been a super hard worker, and she's never really had the opportunity to travel. When we were kids, she had 3 jobs and worked like every shift of the day. So morning, noon, and night. Just to make sure we had what we wanted. And so now I'm so happy for her to get to this point in her life where she can enjoy it.
It's okay. We're going to support that.
I am. That's why I work hard now. The tables have turned. What's one thing you wish that younger women knew that you've learned?
Younger women?
Mm-hmm.
I think younger women should have patience. Sometimes they're trying to make things happen so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think sometimes you just need to take time and analyze things around you and analyze your life first. And so exactly where you want to be end up.
Yeah.
So many people race so hard, so fast, they don't have time to sit down and actually think about things.
Yeah.
But if they think about things, they plan. And also, I think a lot of times young women just settle. Just settle. But don't settle because you deserve much better than what you give yourself to.
Yeah.
Credit to, right? So every woman are very special. And put the stage. Set the stage. You just don't take anything come your way. Hey, I'm going to live this kind of lifestyle. I'm going to achieve what level of a success, and I'm going to achieve that. So don't take any other ones. Just keep going until you're ready to. Look at her. She said to me, she said, Mom, I'm going to be just single for the rest of my life. I said, no. Round the corner, you don't know what's come your way. Just watch.
Yeah.
Then within a month, met you.
Aw, Mommy.
It is so easy to settle things, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Put you first. Put yourself first. Don't allow anybody to treat you mistreated or disrespectful or any of that nature. You very special woman out there, so many of them. Just put yourself, pat yourself back. If nobody give you credit, it's okay. You can give yourself.
Woo! Well said. It is very true.
Yeah.
Great words, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you all.
We love you. We love you. I guess I have one last question. Is there a woman that inspired you when you were growing up or in life or that you look up to now?
There is out there a lot of women you can look up to, but I don't know specific one individual. But those people are influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect them, but I don't think I can ever catch up to them. But a lot of women out there, they work so hard and they achieve so many different way of life and they give a lot. I think it's successful women should share their success with the younger generation and encourage them to raise them up and give to the community. And you can teach things that you're wise of your life. Everybody have a special gift. And that gift you can share with the next generation and give something more than just showing up or just share.
Yeah.
that you give to with others. I think that's good to give.
It's beautiful. Happy Mommy's Day, Mommy.
Thank you, daughter. That was so special.
Yay.
I love you.
I love
I love you
you.
so much.
And don't go away because up next is Madison and her mommy.
Hi, all. We are back, but with the Bellissimos this time. So you already heard from Ruth and her beautiful, incredible, wise mother that I love so much. And I'm here with my mother that I also adore and love and am obsessed with, truly. Just hit the mic. I'm getting nervous because I have my mom on the podcast.
Oh my God.
And this is Meg Bellissimo, if anyone doesn't know at home. Most people do, though. If you
Hello.
Hi, present.
Gosh.
This is already going to be great. But anyone who knows Madison Bellissimo knows Meg within the first 5 minutes because I can't keep my trap shut about talking about how much I love and adore my mother. And
Feeling is mutual.
thanks. Are you legally required to say that?
Yes. No, I'm not.
But yeah, as Ruth asked her incredible mother some questions about motherhood, I'm going to do the same. We're same set of questions, but we want to see the different perspectives. So let's start
Okay.
with our first question. Are you feeling nervous? This is not the question.
Yes, I am.
I can tell.
Yes, I am.
I'm getting the little jitters, but
I'm squirming in my seat.
no, you're perfect.
I'm
You're
good.
going to do great. So the first question is,
Yes.
what's your happiest memory with your kids? You can say just me, if because I'm the favorite. I'm not the favorite. She actually staunchly says that she's no favorites.
I do.
Oh.
I totally do not have any favorites.
She's
I love
standing by it.
all my children equally. Having said that, this is such a hard question for me. No, because I have so many memories. I mean, so many that it's hard to pinpoint. Obviously, all of your births, even though I was a little out of it in some of them.
You actually like the
Yes.
the birth section of
Just the first time I held you. Okay, let me
fair,
put it that
fair.
way.
Okay.
And then just honestly, just like all the family vacations we've been on, and just a lot of family time, a lot of love, and
Yeah.
just enjoying you guys
Yeah.
and eating together. I
Eating
mean,
together.
always eating, but that is
We
one
are
of my
an
favorite
Italian
things to
household,
do.
so
Yes.
we are mostly cooking and eating a lot of the
Yeah.
time. But is there anything specific, like a specific vacation or a specific meal that
there
we
was
shared together?
There was a few Florida vacations where I remember walking on the beach and it was sunset and it was beautiful, and your father and I were walking off, obviously, and just looking back and seeing all of you guys walking as well, and just everybody enjoying nature and enjoying the sky. I don't know. It was just
Okay.
very special because the sunset's very special to me too.
That's true. You are.
I do love the sunset. Yeah. So watching you guys loving it with me is also the same thing. I'll try to stop.
You're
getting
fine. You
things.
can keep it. It's a curtain. It's okay.
All right.
It will survive.
So I would say that like most of our vacations, and just just laughing with each other, and also playing games. We're very also competitive. So those are some good memories as well, especially when I won.
Especially when she won, just to making that abundantly clear. It's true though. We are very lucky. I've talked on the podcast many times about not only you and Dad's relationship, but all of our relationship together. We are very fortunate. We always say we're very rich in love, and
We are.
and we have to remind ourselves of that every now and then. But
Yeah.
it is something that is at the forefront. So I'm glad that you really enjoyed the vacations, because talk about moms making magic. When you think about holidays like Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, things like that, where moms go so out of their way to create magic for their kids. And you guys have done that so many times, specifically you. But I'll give Dad credit too. But what?
You just reminded me, actually, Christmas. I mean, obviously our Christmases are epic too.
Yeah.
But I one of my
Epic.
one of my favorite memories is you guys all getting iPhones, and
Rich kids.
the looks on your faces is just priceless.
Oh, yeah.
things like that, and
Yeah.
just the sheer joy.
I think it was like all of us were stoked. I was the last one to open it, and I think it made Alex and Max opening the iPhone a little less special because I got one and I was much younger than them. But I remember it was like, oh my God! It was truly, I've never experienced that kind of hype.
And we're equal opportunity parents.
Yes,
too,
I
so.
appreciate it.
That's important.
That is something that I benefit from a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But yes, I think any of our vacations,
Yeah.
or like especially, I think one thing is Sundays too. Every Sunday,
Absolutely.
we do like pasta and we do games with our family, the immediate family mostly if we're here. So,
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, I'm glad that you have good memories and not nightmarish memories. We were pretty good kids, right?
Of course you were. All little angels.
Angels.
No.
That's what she said.
Especially you. You were.
Are you really saying that on,
No, seriously.
on camera?
She's a Girl Scout. I mean, Girl Scout. I mean, come on. She hardly ever gave me any reason to be upset. I'm serious. It's true.
I'm serious. That means a lot to me. I'm so glad. Okay, next question. What was the first year of motherhood like for you? Which we know you had Maximilian.
The first year was one of the best years of my life.
Really?
Yes, because I've always wanted to be a mother. I knew I wanted to be a mother, and it was just magical. He was a great baby, and we were living at the beach at the time, and my husband was working a lot, so it was just him and I against the world.
Yeah.
And we would take walks, you know, right on the
one-bedroom
beach,
apartment?
in a one-bedroom apartment.
Hermosa
Yes,
Beach.
yes. There was the sleepless nights too, as well. But who cares? You know, you get over it.
Yeah.
And it was a great time in my life. It was like I felt like I was meant to do this, and I felt like this is exactly where I should be.
Oh,
and what I
you're
should
gonna
be
make me
doing.
emotional. I think you are. I think you. Yeah. Anytime I talk about you as a mom, like it is very abundantly clear that you were meant to be a mother, and that is something that you took so natural too. So we're very lucky to have you as our mother.
Thank you.
And we're very lucky that you disregard all of the sleepless night memories and you're thinking about all of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the nicest thing that the kids/I have done for you?
Well,
I'm a little nervous about this.
no,
I don't know
honestly,
if we do enough for you.
And it's a no, you do. And the other thing is along with the memories, you guys do so much. All of you are very thoughtful beings, honestly, and they're all cooks, really good cooks.
I paid her to
and
say
baker, absolutely. So just the thing, like all the family dinners and all the stuff that goes into that. Both of my daughters are the first ones to help me. They help with cleaning up, and those are the things that are really important. I think like without asking, they get up, they know what goes into big things like that, and we always have a lot of people around sometimes.
Yeah.
And it can be a lot sometimes. So those are, in my opinion, are some of the nicest things. And I also would like to say, just recently I was at in New Jersey, and my mother had recently passed away, and it was her funeral actually, and it was raining. It was early in the morning, and my angel kids, knowing me and knowing what I'm like in the morning, not great. They went out in the rain and got me coffee before the funeral, and that was one of the nicest things anyone
Really?
has ever done for me.
Oh,
Honestly,
that's gonna make me cry.
It's the little things that mean
Yeah.
to me. It's the little things.
Yeah. Well, we know you love your coffee.
We do. We love our coffee.
And also, funny enough, like obviously, and I say this all the time. I joke about this, but I truly mean this. You know that I'm like, I live my life for you. Like I'd do anything for you. But oh God, Dad would do that, and so
yes, and
so
you know that.
second nature. I was like, she needs her coffee. We had to get her coffee. It's pouring out, but me and Max went and ran out and got you coffee and breakfast. So
because that's the kind of people that you are.
and
You're
the
thoughtful people.
kind of people that you raised, though.
Yes.
We are like this because of you.
No, that's not
It's true.
But
It's true. Okay, I'm trying not to cry, y'all. I'm choked here.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, I'm glad that you can laugh it off.
Sorry.
No, please laugh. It's helping. It's helping. I love you so much. What do you? Oh God. What do you wish for or want most for your kids?
Geez, just to be happy, happy,
Yeah.
healthy,
Yeah.
and just to know your worth, all of you. I want you to know what special people that you are. Like you're a cut above. Honestly, you're all very highly intelligent, talented, beautiful, caring, wonderful human beings. And that's all I want is for you guys to understand. Because I think you already have an idea of how much I love you. But I want you guys to love yourselves as much as I love you.
Damn. You heard it here first.
Those are my words of wisdom. That's all I got. See you later.
That's very wise. Well, I think it's also, first of all, that's so beautiful, and thank you for saying that. But I think I wish more people had parents like this because it's so easy. Like even though, yes, I wish I believed what you believe about us. And she is biased. Let's be real. I tell her this all the time. Anytime I'm in no makeup, she's like, you're gorgeous. And I'm like, you're biased because you're my mother. But I will say we're already halfway through the battle, having a supportive system like you that sees our worth and tells us this and accentuates it as far as like, no, you guys are legit. Like, you know your worth, you know what you bring to the table. So it's easier for us if we had critical parents that weren't supportive. We always talk about how supportive you guys are. And I think that's honestly, I'll speak for myself, but I think I can speak on Max and Alex's behalf as well, that like, I think we have succeeded in the things that we've succeeded in because we're standing on your shoulders, you know? So
We're just helping. We're just giving you a little lift. You
way
guys
more
are doing
than
it.
help. She's done so much for me, so. Woo! Okay. Okay. What's your favorite thing about being a mom? And then what's your favorite thing about yourself outside of being a mom?
Okay. My favorite thing about being a mom is just being able to nurture you and just to watch all of you have. It's my favorite thing before and now, growing up and watching the people you've become. I mean, just hanging out, being like, I have instant best friends too. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're that close. I feel like your friend as much as your mother sometimes.
I agree. No, you're
know what
my
I mean?
bestie for sure.
Yeah, so I would have to say just you being in my life, just being your mother is my favorite thing. I know that doesn't really pin it down.
No,
but
that's
just,
so.
I mean, it's the most important thing that I identify as is a
Thank
mother
you.
and a wife. So
Do you guys see what I have to deal with here? I'm like, this is not her playing.
shouldn't she have a baby? Because we just like this.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa, yes, we went there.
She's putting me on blast. See, that's more of a mom. But I truly, when I say like, a lot of people are like, will ask me like how I'm so optimistic and how I like lead with kindness so much. And this is the reason. This is what I have at home. So
I think you're actually a little more kind than I am.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm a little jaded.
If you're jaded, then it's for good reason. I don't think you're jaded at all. So what was your favorite thing about
Myself?
you outside of being a mom?
Well, first of all, I'm funny.
You're
when
hilarious.
I'm not nervous, I'm really funny sometimes.
It's hilarious as fuck.
Actually, I think one of my favorite things about myself is it's easy for me to see the good in a lot of things. And I get that from my mother. My mother was also like that.
Yes,
It does go down the line. I just, even at the older I've gotten, I feel like I can appreciate almost anything. Like I can spin really well, you know, and I can, nothing is so overwhelming to me anymore. I feel like we all have our health and love, and that's, what else do you need?
Yeah.
Everything else is just icing on the cake, you know?
Right. Yeah. Gotta remember that.
So that my optimism and my adaptability to roll with the punches.
And your patience. You have the patience of a saint.
I got that from my mother too.
Yeah.
And you have that too. Usually.
Usually. Being the operative word, it doesn't always come out, y'all. But I try to strive to be like Meg as much as I can. Okay. Whew. Okay. What's one thing you've learned that you wish young women knew?
Can I say more than one?
Yeah. Oh my God, please.
Well,
I did, just to give a spoiler
Yes.
on the episode that's coming out this week. So people, by the time they watch this, have heard it. I talked about how you told me to not only sleep with a man before getting married, but also live with a man before
very
getting
important. Yes. Okay. What
But
would
you don't have to go that
So
direction.
what was the
I just
question
would-
again?
What do you think
have I learned
that you would want most young women to know?
Well, okay. I think that especially today, not even just young and older, especially in today's society, I wish that young women would know that they don't have to please everyone all the time. They don't have to be so nice all the time. I think that it's really important, because I was actually like very much like
Totally.
that. And it's I feel like young women feel like they need to be nice and they need to be liked too. And then you kind of lessen yourself, or you are always cater to someone else. And I mean, as women, we all do that anyways.
Oh, totally.
So I would say that to just figure out what they really want and don't let anybody, tell them no, like go after what you really want.
Yeah.
And I also feel like young women especially, should not feel like they have to be so perfect all the time. Like physical beauty and, you know what I mean? Just enjoy things, and just know that it goes so fast and always, you're always thinking, well, when I'm this and I'm that, then I'll be happy. But I feel like you need to be able to look at your life wherever you are and whatever your circumstances and say, I'm great. And this is good for me right now, or I'm all I need to be.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And then I feel like that comes with age.
Totally. I know.
It comes with maturity.
It's like the rub is that like you don't get to enjoy, like they always
exactly.
say youth is wasted on, wait, what is it?
Yes. Youth is wasted on the young.
Or whatever. And I think it's true because like the older I get, there's certain things, and I know I'm young, but like there are certain things that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I appreciate it more now than I did when I was younger.
Right.
And I think that's the same, like being like when you're stressing over going out and partying and you want to look perfect in your outfit and you're like, why am I going out? I'm going out to hang out with my friends and like have a good time. And like, it really shouldn't matter what I look like.
Right.
Like I'm just going to spend time with the people I love. And I have to remind myself of that a lot because I think we do get caught up in looks and get caught up in the perfectionism. It's very easy to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's fleeting. It's not what really counts.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
And that's what, like, to your point, no one talked about, even though your mother, Peg, was an impeccable dresser and lovely woman. Mm-hmm. That's not what people were talking about at her funeral, right?
Right.
Like, it was how they make you feel,
Exactly.
So.
And I always think, like a good way to look at it too is it's like, is this going to matter in 5, 10, 20 years? Is any of this going to matter? You know? Like,
no.
Enjoy your life,
Yeah.
Be happy.
She's very happy all the time, too.
I am.
She's got a good life. But
I do.
Also, you make it a good life. You could very easily harp on the negativity, and you don't. So I do agree that your optimism and your adaptability are some of your great qualities, and this is really helpful information. I'm going to take this as a young woman, too. Young-ish woman. Okay. And
You're
then,
young.
No, thank you. You're not so bad yourself. Chicky. I have one last question for you.
Okay.
She said, you didn't prepare me for this one. It was just Ruth added it to the mix, and I think it's a great one. Is there any women that you can think of that inspire you or have inspired you, whether that be growing up, current day, and you're newly a grandmother? Maybe there's some people. Did you see her light up? She loves that baby so much.
I do. Well, obviously my mother has inspired me so much. I mean, just strong women in general, women that seemingly can do it all, I really get a lot of inspiration from women that are not afraid to go their own way, like to,
go against the grain of it.
Yes.
Okay.
I am very inspired by both of my daughters, actually.
Wow.
I really am.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Going after what you want, and I'm very proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Really.
Appreciate that.
Always
we
striving.
We take no mercy, for sure. Both of us are quite strong-willed.
Yes, and it's good. You need to be.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Definitely.
Do you have any last words for the people that listen to the Femtall podcast?
Isn't she great? I just love my daughter and her friend Ruth, and aren't they gorge? Oh my God!
And Ruth's beautiful mother. We love her so much. She's so wise and brilliant and funny.
It's just, you guys keep on keeping on, and I think it's great that what your dialogue, communication is so important. We do not even talk about that.
Yeah.
It's so important. Just keep those lines of communication open. And
yeah, you called, what did you tell me the other day? You said I'm the most communicative.
You are, definitely.
I don't agree with it, but I'm like,
she is.
I did pick a career with a microphone. So,
yes.
So there's something to be said there.
Yes, definitely.
But thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Mother's Day episode. I almost cried like 4 times. I choked up a lot. I was also watching Ruth and Ruth's mother record, and I was pretty much crying that entire time. So we've learned that I'm a softie, and we've learned that we have incredible women that we are so lucky to call our mothers. And hopefully, if for anyone that has a strained relationship with your mother, maybe your mother's gone. For anyone that wants to be a mother, has thought about being a mother, we just want this episode to really hold you during this time. And I hope this can bring you some light, some joy, some laughs. As we covered, Meg is very funny. Yeah, we just appreciate you so much. Please like and subscribe and follow if you don't already. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. You
Bye.
can say bye. There you go.
Later. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed.
No, embarrassed.